welcome back to another episode of Honestly. I'm Dr. Lindsay.
And I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And each week we have some honest to goodness moments. We still have stuff to complain about and a whole bunch of nonsense. And this week we're talking about relationships, we're talking about comedy, and body positivity.
Let's get to it.
Woo!
So we're going to have a fun episode. Why don't we do a couple of things to begin with, and then we'll add in anything great? Any honests?
Yeah, honestly, you know how I never keep any food in my house?
Yes.
Well, the other day...
I certainly do. Oh my. Don't go there. You wouldn't last the apocalypse too terribly long.
No.
As long as you had water, which you have an abundance of.
Yes. I would live off of water. But... So we don't really keep a lot of food in the house because I buy it and then I eat it. So the other day we were coming home.
But wait, let me clarify. You're buying like a head of lettuce.
Yeah.
Arugula. Vegetables. What are some other things? Like chicken breasts.
Salmon.
What's
berries.
one fun thing somebody would consider a fun item that you purchase when you go grocery shopping?
Sometimes we'll buy ice cream.
How often?
I guess like usually, like almost every time we go shopping. There's usually ice cream or like a cookie.
A single cookie?
Like a pack of cookies.
Okay.
So
I never knew the answer to that question. I'm interested to know.
But we only eat the sweet treats on the weekends. So we buy a 10-pack of cookies and I eat all of them over the weekend. No, my binge eating.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Okay, so don't have any food in the house, and we're coming home, and Austin was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna like make the pizza for dinner," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. We're having pizza for dinner." So I'm just like chilling. I took my makeup off. I'm hanging out on the couch, and his pizza's done. He's like, "Oh, I actually just made pizza for me." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Okay, wasn't aware. So I'm like, oh my God, we have no food in the house. What am I going to make? I'm like, should I go back to King Soopers and get something? Should I just like go out and get something? But I was just like cozy and comfy. I didn't feel like doing anything. So I looked in my cabinets, and you should be very proud of me.
What'd you make?
I had tortillas.
Oh, good.
I had some black beans. I had some eggs, and I had some feta cheese and avocado. So I
my God, yeah.
So
oh my gosh.
I made like a black bean taco. I put some like eggs in there, kind of like bake it so it's a better
essentially a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, yeah. I smashed up the beans so they're more like a refried texture.
Oh.
And then I put salsa in there too.
Oh.
And yeah, and then I topped it all off with some feta and some avocado. Mwah!
Question, why would I be proud of you?
Because I have food in the house and I could make a meal.
Yeah. From
nothing.
Yes.
Yes.
If I had those items, that would be a luxury. Those are not things I typically have. Unless it's like, ooh, should we get an avocado?
Ooh. See, I always have avocado around.
Yeah.
Usually tortillas.
I think it was better than the pizza.
It was better than the pizza. I was like, I'm so proud of myself. I made a meal out of nothing. And I was like, I can stock up my pantry.
Yeah, no, it's important. I thought you were going to say tortilla and cheese.
No, we didn't have any cheese. I'm like, ew.
I don't know.
No.
Well, you put feta.
Well, but like a touch of feta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic.
So yeah, what do you have going on?
I have a lot, but maybe we'll just hang on to it. I mean, like, just a lot of great things. Things are really pretty good.
I like that.
Honest to God. Like, it's just really good these days.
I like that.
I do too. But there's some responsibility with that. One responsibility you might have when things are going really well, it usually means you're probably giving off a lot of positive vibes to others because you're getting it back probably twofold, it feels like. So whatever I'm putting out, I'm receiving. So I heard. Anyway,
that's what they say.
Point being, a number of people have expressed their appreciation for the fact that I'm consistently nice.
Oh, that's good.
They're like, we can always count on you to be a friendly face. And I was like, if only you knew. I used to be such a little pain in the fucking ass, like sad sack of Beetlejuice. Do you know what I mean? Like, my dad would used to be like, come on, smile. I'm like, there's nothing to smile about. People hate me. So I think that's my honest for the week.
I love that.
I do too.
I don't really have any issues. Do you?
I'm sure I can think of one. It is challenging when you're in the company of when you're in the company of people who are a little bit more negative than you might be. And it's hard. You may like them, but it just like, it kind of hits a threshold and you're like, I actually don't live like this.
What I find about hanging around people who are a little bit negative and always just have something negative to say, I feel like I kind of just put up a wall.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, yeah, Like, it's not like I'm, going to be like, shut the fuck up. Like, if you're so negative, it's just like a wall gets put up. And then I'm just like, okay, see you later. Like, said friend.
Will you hang out with them less or more? Or just, that's what...
That just is what it is. And I just feel like I would never be very close friends with them. It would just be like a surface level friendship. And I feel like I can't find a connection a little bit deeper if everything's going to turn into the negative. Because I don't want to have our conversations go into like gossiping and like talking negative and like complaining about stuff. Like, I don't like to spend my time doing that. So I would have a friendship with them, but it's going to be very surface level and I can't do big doses.
Like walking around Wash Park?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to like give them the benefit of the doubt and try again because there are real positive surges I've had. And I'm trying to mindfully watch is which one outweighs the other.
Right.
Is there more? Because I didn't actually realize how positive I am. Yeah. It actually shuts me down. Like I have a very physical reaction to it. So I'm trying to, I don't know. I was almost like offended.
Oh.
I had a really strong reaction to it. And so I had to walk away.
I would say eventually those friendships weasel themselves out.
Yeah.
Because I'm not friends with people. I don't spend time with people that are always so negative. Because it just happens.
Yeah. All right. So why don't we talk about what's going on here?
Okay. Should we do an ad first and then we'll talk about it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So really quick, our favorite sponsor, 3 Spirit, always making us the life of the party, super duper happy or super duper sleepy, depending on what kind of mood you're in. So the pre and post party sampler from 3 Spirit has got you covered no matter what you're looking for. Either kickstart your night with the livener and wind things down with a slow, sippy nightcap. Designed to enhance your night from start to finish by stimulating your palate, mind, and body. So what's in it? There's active plants. It's not alcoholic, clean caffeine, vegan, gluten-free, and no artificial colors. So get your party sampler from 3 Spirit at us.3spiritdrinks.com. Use code honestly15, that's 15, for 15% off your order. Woo! All right. Let's talk about what's going on today.
So many exciting things, and yet nothing really that important. Honestly. YouTube?
Yes. If you're watching this on YouTube or, you're on TikTok seeing the clips or you're on Instagram seeing the clips, if you're seeing this video, tell them what's going on.
We're wearing our bathing suits today. Why are we doing that, Lindsay?
Well,
so
we went to Target yesterday because I was like, I need a couple swimsuits for a vacation. And when you go to the Target dressing room, any dressing room, and you're trying on a swimsuit, it is the worst lighting possible. It's the worst angles of mirror possible. You're in a rush and you're hot and you don't even want to take your clothes off to do the thing. And it's just like, ugh. But then we put on our swimsuits yesterday in the dressing room. We're like, really? We look good.
Okay. This is
unexpected.
Okay. I didn't say it quite what did I say? I am forced to buy it. Yeah, no, I'm going to say forced. I am forced to buy a new bathing suit for this family wedding that I'm going to later this week. I haven't bought a new swimsuit in 2 years. I didn't even put my swimsuit on last year because I was so uncomfortable in showing off my body. That was just too much. I really couldn't bring myself to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know when this phobia developed itself. I love when new things come up. So I have been working fairly hard, but maybe not as 100%, but whatever. I shouldn't do that. I've been working really hard and I put my bathing suit on. We were not in the same dressing room, but I looked at my backside and I was like, okay. I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, well, would you look at that? And so in honor of our body
body positivity moment, which if you listen a lot,
I was going to say,
that's few and far between.
Yeah. Normally that's something we struggle with. So, and I have to practice because I am going to there's a pool party and I'm going to have to wear the bathing suit in front of people. Yep. So this is a safe space. And so I'm going to try it. I'm doing it.
You're doing it. And my whole vacation is a swimsuit vacation. So,
but you look banging.
But sometimes the booty doesn't always look as good. And sometimes there's I got my booty, and then there's like a second booty underneath it, you know, because it's not quite lifted as much as I would want it to be. And I tried on a bottom that was way too small. It was like an extra, extra small. I got it on, and it was like so tight on my ass. I'm like, maybe that's because it's like lifting everything up. Maybe that's why it looked extra, extra good.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, should I buy an extra, extra small and really like stick it in there? I
Should
don't
have
know.
bought both.
I
One for
guess
the
so.
family vacation and one for adults.
One for adults. But you know, I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh, my booty's like getting nice and lifted how I want it to be.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. All those leg days are finally paying off.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it sounds like we're bragging, but we're not. We're just kind of celebrating because I would say 364 days of the year, we hate every, okay, I can't speak for you, but I hate every inch of my body from like my chin down. I don't hate it. I just am not like in love with it. Like,
I don't like hate it, but it's always like, oh, well, this could be better. This could be better.
Okay. I think that's a more accurate statement.
Yeah.
It's always a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just struggling for a level of perfection that I don't think exists necessarily.
No.
I mean, it could.
And I think, you know, like everyone's like body positivity, like the shape that you are. I don't have to, okay? I want to be a certain shape and I'm not like that yet. So I don't always feel body positive.
But I'm also trying hard, so I'm not complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like we were saying, things that issue, I mean, like I could technically control this.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't really be bitching about it. Okay. So one of my buttocks is round and curvy, and one is like a soft cube. So you'll have to check it out. Lindsay's gonna help me.
To see, like, we're just gonna have to double down on some booty exercises on one side.
On one side. Isn't that funny? Okay. I'd like to do a shout out for our friend Kelly. We just want to say, hey, we're thinking of you as you are going through a difficult time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, it was important that I said that. I was thinking, okay, real rapid fire. What are you reading these days?
Oh, so I just read The Heiress, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars.
Nice.
So here's, Chelsea and I were talking about this the other day and how you rate your books, because it shows up on Goodreads and on Amazon and Kindle, how like the rating of a book. And Chelsea's just out here giving 5 stars left and right. And I was like, what? You're the reason why I read a book that has high rankings and then it's actually like a 2 or 3 star, because people are being willy-nilly with the 5 stars. Like in my book, hardly any book deserves a 5 star. Like a 4 star, I'm like, yeah, you should definitely read it. So this book I read now, you should definitely read it.
But I believe in my 5s. I believe in them.
And that it's the best book.
Yeah. If I like something, I like it. If I don't, I don't.
No, a 1 is like never, a 1 is like I can't even finish the book.
Right.
A 2 is like, this is really bad, but I'm going to finish it to see what happens. And then a 3 star is like, it was okay, it could have been better. And a 4 is like, oh, that was a really good book. And then 5 would be like, I will share this book with every single person.
Okay, how many times have I done that? Quite a few.
I know.
I'm saying everything's a 5. Okay, but I will consider that. I think I was getting it mixed up with Yelp. If it's a positive review, if you have something that's not negative to say in a Yelp review, it should be a 5 out of 5 stars.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's people's livelihoods.
Right.
And all the things. And even if you have something negative to say, I do think there's a little responsibility of like, you don't have to like nitpick.
Yeah. I guess also when I'm looking back at my books and I see what I gave a rating to,
yeah,
if I don't remember the book and it's an author pops up and it's the same author, I'll be like, did I like their other books?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Right.
Yeah. So
sometimes I end up reading their books and I don't even know it's the same author. And I was like, this reminds me of something. Okay, so
what are you reading?
The Alchemist.
Tell me about it.
Paulo.
Is that words?
Yeah, really.
Polo?
It's only like one of the best books in the ever existent. Okay, so the story deals with an internal conflict between his love and personal dreams. What else does it say?
And where's the rest of the description?
Okay, anyway, so it is, we'll talk about a bunch of other things, but it is just dropped. Somebody suggested this book at a party I went to on Thursday.
It tells the story of Santiago, an Andalusian shepherd boy who yearns to travel in search of a worldly pleasure. His quest will lead him to riches far different and far more satisfying than he ever imagined. Teaches us about essential wisdom of listening to our hearts, recognizing opportunity, and learning to read the omens strewn along life's paths, and most importantly, to follow our dreams. How's that for paralleling our lives?
That's what I mean. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, oh my gosh, I had the most so I went to a party. We're going to talk about that boy, it was an exciting party. But before things started popping off, there was this gentleman that I met once previously, but we have a very strong spiritual connection. Sorry, it's just what it is, where we talk like all things philosophical, almost exactly what we talk about here.
Right.
And he's like, Chelsea, keep going. Mm-hmm. This is going to happen. He's like, what did he say? Just keep the positivity, learn to love yourself more because you're missing out on a physical love. And I was like, I don't know. I'll take that one into consideration.
Yeah, I feel like someone telling you to not clean the pipes every once in a while and wait for like true love to come along is just, that's not good advice. Because you know what happens if she's not well maintained? The second she finds someone, it's going to be like,
I'm a mess.
Yeah. Or a latch on.
I don't have the capacity to let somebody unearth the progress I'm currently making. Mm-mm. So you know that service provider that I have across the street?
Yeah.
I credit quite a bit to them. And one thing in particular, they said, stay still.
Oh.
And I didn't realize.
She's so wiggly.
So fucking. Pretty wiggly. But then I realized I'm wiggly in life.
You are wiggly in life.
What's a fun fact? I'm pretty wiggly.
Pretty wiggly.
Okay, which then got me thinking about the other people that I need to give props to. Do you know comedy is I got into comedy as a direct result of you?
Really?
Yeah, when you got on stage that day and took a picture, I was like, I want that more. Because I'm pretty competitive. And I was like, I fucking want that. And I was like, and something was like, no, I don't remember thinking like I could do that. I was like, I want that. So if you never got up on that stage, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Oh, yay.
Okay, one last positive thing somebody else said. This super racist old dude comes in every Saturday and he's nice and he kind of flirts, and especially because his lady wasn't there. She was performing. She's in an Irish band. Is that so niche or what?
Is she? Yeah, super niche. Is she a dancer?
Or she a performer.
Oh.
I don't remember what her instrument is.
River dance? No.
Yeah, something. Long story short, he's like, do you find it so hard to write comedy because everyone's so woke? Do you feel like your wings are clipped and you can't express I was like, technically I don't really have anything racist to say. I was like, I want to talk.
Don't really have anything offensive to say.
I was like, I don't really think like that. I was like, rape seems to really offend most. I was like, and he chuckled at that. And so he's like, you gotta be on. So he's walking out the door. And he's like, nice talking to you. I don't even know Mr. Racist's name. And I was like, nice talking to you. And he's like, you gotta get a Netflix. And I was like, in 3 years. And he's like, honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. He said, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. So glad I talked to the racist.
No, keep you motivated.
Know, right? Positivity comes in so many different forms.
I think that Jerry Seinfeld was saying that, yeah, you can't really do comedy how you used to anymore because everyone's like so PC and like things that he said back in the day definitely wouldn't fly now. But I've been watching Seinfeld a lot lately for some unknown reason. And some of it doesn't translate as well, but a lot of it really is still true to this day.
No shit.
Yeah.
You don't say.
It's just like, it's the same.
It is the same.
Uh-huh. And I think...
What's one example of it being the same?
Let's see. Oh, like I just watched this episode where they had this Kenyan marathon runner come stay with Elaine, and then George was hanging out with these guys, and everyone was calling each other a bastard and a son of a bitch. And I feel like maybe people don't call people bastards anymore.
Not really.
No. So like that hasn't aged well. But this Kenyan man learned the phrases son of a bitch and bastard, and he met a mom and a baby. He's like, oh, look at that bastard. What a son of a bitch. And she was like, oh, I can't believe you know my son's a bastard. It turned like a whole thing, and like just like those phrases that you can't use anymore. But he overslept for a race. I was like, yeah, still true to this day. You can't set an alarm without like being paranoid. You can't rely on a wake-up call for anyone. You can't rely on a friend to wake you up because like the power might go up. So it's just like a basic thing like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the racist said the exact same thing.
Uh-huh.
He's like, Jerry Seinfeld. And I was like, I don't know. I am not Chris Rock
No.
or Dave Chappelle. You know
No.
what I mean? I'm part of the community that doesn't necessarily want to hear racist things. So, and if you do have something racist to say, here's an opportunity for you to flex your muscles and your creativity to find it in a way in which you can say it where no one's offended.
Mhm.
So I put that challenge out. If anything, comedy just got a lot harder.
Yes.
What a great time.
Definitely an art form to perfect.
Oh, gosh.
Mm-hmm.
The mind map that you have to do.
Right.
And
how to weave in all the details of the story and for an hour and a half long special for your Netflix special. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely an art form, but...
And so much rehearsal time.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't have the content quite yet. But yeah. Oh, maybe matter of time.
Oh, I saw a good comedy yesterday.
Which one?
The Fall Guy.
Is that a movie?
It's a movie.
Okay.
So Ryan Gosling is in it.
Yeah.
And I know you weren't liking his poofy face.
I don't like his filler face.
I feel
No.
like his face isn't really that filled.
Oh, really? Did you see like...
I mean, it's like slightly fuller, but it's not like... It's not a...
it's not fine. Great. Let's look it up. It's not very chiseled anymore.
No, but it doesn't bother me. But it was definitely a funny movie. So it's all about the stuntmen of Hollywood because they're an unsung hero.
Oh, sure.
And it was paying homage to stuntmen.
Oh.
And it was really cool because then at the end, during the credits, they show the actual stuntman doing the stunts of the stuntman in the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I will love to see this movie. And you guys gave me a free movie coupon, so maybe I can go tonight.
You should definitely go see it. And it was very funny.
I didn't realize it was so funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Ryan Gosling's funny.
Who else is in it? Who's
Emily Blunt. And then, yeah, I know, little fuller cheeks.
Ew. I don't like a fat face.
The lady from Ted Lasso is in it.
Which one is that?
The boss lady.
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm. I like that her career is kind of kicking off.
Oh, totally.
I'm really happy for her. Yeah. I love a middle of the journey lady career kicking off. Gives me a lot of inspiration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in that movie, they circled back to some jokes in the beginning. It's like, aha.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you can appreciate that now. You're seeing the layout. Wait, did I have anything else to say?
Well, we have some relationship things to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what they are. Okay, go on.
Some awkward relationships and good relationships.
Yeah, maybe you remember.
Relationships.
Okay, you go first.
Well, we're slowly joining the pickleball community.
Not fast enough.
I know.
Too slowly.
But it's a lot of relationship building in the pickleball community.
Yeah, it is.
So one of my newer patients that you helped me get, I was talking about your paddle. I was like, yeah, so I have these cheap paddles off of Amazon, and Chelsea shows up with this nice-ass paddle, so I make her switch every time we play. And he was like, I have 7 or 8 paddles. You can have one.
Is it a fancy one?
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe I'll like his better, the used one. I took the packaging off, and I was like, do you want to try it? She's like, yeah, I have literally never played with it yet.
I'm like, yeah, I want it.
And I love giving it over. I love handing it over.
It makes such a difference. But I think we're really going to just open up some more opportunities in the pickleball community. I am trying to make more friends, and that seems to be a good way to go. And some good positive friends, athletic friends.
Yeah, successful friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do feel like we need to add that element to our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And
successful friends. I love having a little bit of younger friends and people around my age, but also I like having affluent friends and having people that
I know. I'm sorry. They're just so readily accessible and they live in your building.
Right.
And they just come at me and I don't really have to do any work.
Right.
So I don't technically have access, despite the fact I'm seeing them on a daily basis. None of them are crossing over into friendships. And I'm okay with that. I do think that's the best thing for that.
Yeah.
But it's within reach, but I don't know where to access our age and older affluent individuals. So that's why I come to Lifetime.
Mm-hmm. That's on the pickleball court.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So just yesterday, the ladies that you were talking about came into Pino's with their, she was picking up, both Sabra and Amy came to pick up a big order. But they came in with their like arms outstretched. They're like, we're going to be pickleball partners. And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was like, this is the first time. I was like, I'm not very good. And they were like, I was like, no, but I'm so excited. I can't wait. I didn't mean to like be a buzzkill, but I was, you instantly get embarrassed or you just second guess your abilities. I'm like, they're going to be better and I'm not going to be great.
That is like the one thing that I'm nervous about.
See?
This one patient, I was like, oh, when are you playing? And he's like, oh, I'm playing like this time at 3. And I was like, oh, I can't make it. And he's like, I'll drop down and like play with you like at your level if you want to do mixed doubles. I'm like,
I know.
I'm like, you're so much better than me. And he's like, what's your strategy? I'm like, I don't have one.
What do you mean a fucking strategy?
I don't know. I hit the ball over and hopefully no one hits it back.
You should ask him exactly what did you mean by strategy so we can start planning a strategy.
Right. Well, first we need to find enough people to play doubles.
I know, but maybe we should still come up with a strategy before.
I'll ask him.
Ask him what pointers you can give to newbies when coming to play. Okay. And like, what do you do when you have anxiety? Because, I almost am taking coverage or like retreating just playing with you because I'm so nervous to cross over and like, you know what I mean? Like the ball is running and it's in somebody else's court and I keep missing it. Like I don't want to burden them with me learning on them.
Gotcha. You need to play with me and Austin and our friends for a little bit and then you'll be ready to play with new people.
How many times do you think I need to play with you and Austin?
Like 5 or 6 times.
5 or 6 times before we could play with anybody else?
Yeah.
What? I'm never going to play this year.
Yeah, I think at least that many times, if not more.
What? You don't even know. I haven't played doubles yet.
I know. I'm just saying I've only been able to play a few times and it makes such a big difference every time you play.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm going to have to play with people.
Right.
Anyway.
We're going to have to hang out at a pickleball court and play with randos.
Okay, there was something I had to say. Speaking of doubles, this morning was technically the first time we've been on a double date.
That's true.
I was like, look, my group is expanding. I was like, wait a minute, it's boy, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It threw me off to see your friend there this morning. I was like, oh, whoa, hi.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you guys, it's the ending of an era for me and my husband.
Oh.
Let's take a moment to grieve and a moment of silence on your end to grieve.
That's funny.
The loss of mine and my husband's Core Power membership. I signed up for class last night and the notification comes across the app. Your membership is expiring May 21st, 2024. I'm like, ugh. It has been a solid 6 years of free Core Power. I think there was maybe 2 months in there I had to pay during COVID. But otherwise, 6 years of a free membership, unlimited, black tie, whenever you want to go, wherever you want to go. And it's sad. Now, that's the end of our yoga days. Unless you can get me in on a buddy pass once in a while.
I have one coming up in May.
Okay. I'm going to go one more time in May.
Well, no, you can come. Oh, you can come with me every time I have a buddy pass.
Yeah. And, I might just pay the $30 to go sometimes. But otherwise, yeah, my yoga days are numbered. I'm going to have to start going to Lifetime and check that place out.
For yoga?
For yoga. Mm-hmm. So, unfortunately, that has come to an end. So,
your life is impacting me so much.
I was literally thinking that. I was like, I'm scared to tell you that my membership is ending because, first of all, I'm going to hear about it and like how this is impacting your life.
Yeah, you impact my life. That's what we do.
Okay, we can still go to separate yoga classes and convene after the yoga class.
No, it's not the same. It's fine. I mean, it's not that bad. We've been kind of breadcrumbing this for a while.
And you're still good. I think they'll let you keep yours.
I am.
Because you're such an avid member. Like, you're there 5 or 6 times a week, at least. To expire mine when I go once a week, if that. Okay.
I've actually doubled down on my efforts and my relationships specifically so they don't forget me and they realize how much. And I try and flirt just a little bit with Jonathan. Did you? Because I'm like, so I am actively doing that.
Yes, I know.
And I'm trying. I will always wear my sweatshirt. Today I almost took it off. It was really hot.
It was so hot.
And I didn't want to hear Austin be like, so you had to take it off, did you? Because I didn't want to admit defeat. You can't leave. You can't leave the class. I mean, ideally, you don't leave the class if you want to push yourself.
Oh, it was hot as balls in there today.
So fucking hot.
Like the second even before it started. Oof. But I was extra sweaty today because last night the chicken I ate had cheese on it and fried onions. So that's not good. And then I had popcorn and Crunch a Bunch.
Oh, it was the popcorn.
Oh, mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else would have been all right.
Oof. Just sweaty.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing but sodium. But it's delicious. It's carcinogenic, but it doesn't.
But that fake butter was nom, 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 nom.
Okay, so I want to apologize for last week and Baby Reindeer. I didn't do a very good job of expressing my emotions and how important that movie was because it felt like it explained a large portion of my life that I hadn't been up to that point able to articulate.
Okay.
That's why it was important. I was like, okay, you shit the bed on like trying to like explain rather than like take it personally. And I just kept, it was like a robot malfunctioning with smoke coming out of its robot ears. I was just like, I can't compute. But these are hot takes. Well, it's just one. You could see how a trans woman would be a good idea for the right person.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Is it just me? Because there's lots of people out there that like, it makes sense.
It does make sense.
It's so efficient.
Are you feeling like exploring the
No,
trans lady
no,
world?
no, I'm not. Let's not
Okay.
take it too far.
Okay.
But like, it makes so much sense. Right? What
It
if you're
does.
into both?
I know.
All encapsulating under one roof. Okay, that's my hot take on that.
I like it.
What kind of makeup are you wearing right now? Can you recommend anything for the spring-summer season?
Yes. Well, since we're dressed like mermaids today, I figured I would put on my summer vacation makeup. So it's a ColourPop tinted moisturizer, and then the e.l.f. tinted sunscreen, the bronzy one, and then the Juvia cream bronzer in nutmeg, and then an e.l.f. cream bronzer, and a little highlighter. So basic and light. I feel like I'm not really wearing any makeup, which is foreign concept to me, especially on filming days. But I think it looks pretty good. I would actually put a little
No
more.
one's looking at your face.
I was like, Nipsey, no. So yeah, I'm excited for this like vacation makeup look. And before we go on vacation, like, how are you feeling about it? Are you excited?
I'm excited because they're the world's greatest outfits.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I'm excited about? So I get a lot of love from my customers. I've done my best to make that a really great experience for people when they come in. And I am getting like twice as much in return.
Yeah.
For example, yesterday, did you see the Nordstrom Rack dress, the first one that we bought?
Yeah.
Frantically, I was like, take it. I didn't even try it on. I actually just saw the pattern. I didn't know what the neckline was like. I didn't know there was anyway, I am not exaggerating. 10 people told me they liked my dress. Where did you get your dress? There was a guy that waited almost 7 minutes because he said he wanted to buy it for his girlfriend for her upcoming birthday.
Aww.
And he's like, where did you get it? And I was too busy seating people. And I was like, I swear to God, I'll come back. Because of course I want to talk about the dress.
Yeah.
This older gentleman tapped me on the shoulder. He said, my girlfriend wants to know where you got that dress. I'm not exaggerating. It was like, I wasn't embarrassed that people were complimenting me. Rather, I was embarrassed that my coworkers were hearing this too much.
Yeah.
I was very conscientious about how it was making other people feel. But like, yeah, people compliment things sometimes frequently in my life. And it's like, I know how to graciously accept it. Okay. It's a long story point. I am receiving so much love that I'm actually pretty good in the sense that like my confidence level, it was pretty low. It was like in the negative. It was in the red. And now I'm like in the green, in the black.
Yeah.
If we're using spreadsheet analogies, like I'm in the black, like I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm like a full person. And so I am excited for people to see this because this is a family wedding. I'm excited for people to kind of see this side of me, like the full maturation. There's more to accomplish every single day, but you know what I mean? Like, I do think there's enough of a difference that somebody might be like,
yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
Thanks. Okay.
When I go on family vacation, I'm not myself at all. I don't speak. I say the least amount of words as possible. I do my own thing if possible. Like, I just hang out with Austin. I'm like, Austin, speak for me. I have nothing to say. Like, I I'm like not myself on family vacation at all. I'm so uncomfortable.
Why?
Because it's just like they don't know me like that. And
Even his side?
no.
Why do you think you put up this wall?
Well, I just don't know them that well I see the family once or twice a year. And that doesn't, and I don't know. I just like don't know them that well. And I don't feel like
exploring that relationship.
And it feels weird to be myself around them. His family, my family.
Yeah.
I'm just a totally different person.
It's so foreign to me. I'd love to see it though. And I wish I was there so I could like fucking poke you and be like, why are you so weird, dude?
I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
I know. And we would fight.
Yeah,
I would like pinch you and like poke you. I saw these two teenage boys. One might have been in 8th grade and the other one a senior. And they were like underneath the table. They were like flicking each other and like pulling on their leg hair. But to like talk to their parents, they were like, and smiling. It was so cute. And I said something. She's like, he's going to college and they're best friends. And I was like, oh. And so I would be doing that to you. Like pinching your skin.
I don't know. Just something about family. I know people are like, oh, family, like they love you, whatever.
Ew.
No matter what, it's your safe space. No, I don't think so.
No.
I think being with your friends, that's when I'm 100% myself. When I'm at work, I'm 100% myself. It's just something about family. Just put a wall up and.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
I really wish I could figure out why.
I don't know.
Whatevs.
No.
I think I attribute a lot of my success that I don't have a lot of family here in my immediate day-to-day life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I know they're interpreting that negatively, but I'm like, I'm actually, you know what I mean? I just needed to cut that a little bit.
Yeah, like I'm good.
Sorry.
I told you, it's not bad.
No, it's
not
great.
Bad having family far away.
I know. I mean, unless it's something you enjoy.
Some people like their families. Good for you. I love that for you. Okay, so make sure you share this episode with your bestie. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at The Honestly Show, and subscribe Apple and Spotify. Give us a 5-star review about how honestly amazing we are.
See? You don't want them going.
That's because it's always 5 stars.
That's what I'm saying.
Not lying. It's always 5 stars.
I know.
So that's the only rating that we get. It's 5 stars. And if it's not, don't leave a review.
Yeah,
okay?
just skip it.
Yeah, skip it. Okay. Or send us a DM personally and tell us that you don't like us.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.